Okay, so perfect, guys. Back with another video, and this video is basically just one of the strategies that I usually use, trading reversals. So finding two time frames that are in sync and just trading and reversing off of those time frames, and catching, quick buys or sells off of those time frames based on price direction. So, okay, cool. We're gonna look at this area for a second, this area here, and we see that price is having a retracement move to, eventually probably continue up, right? But we can capitalize off the retracement, but only two time frames in sync, and it makes sense. So let me give you an example, right? Let's just say we know that price most likely is going to come down to this area, right? Which we do know that the thought we look for a retest here, 15 to the upside, right? Price hasn't reached that area yet, but we do know that price seems like it's due for retracement. So after price gave this weekly engulfing, I know that most likely price is not going to reverse out of this because for price to engulf this, it's highly unlikely. Not saying that it can't happen, it's just highly unlikely. So I mostly see price continuing to the downside, something like this. So one thing I want to check first, do we have an area of interest where price most likely retraces off of a weekly area of interest? And yes, we do right here. Bam. Usually see when price hits this level, it falls, you know what I'm saying? And then when it's on top, it usually goes up. You may say it doesn't touch this level, but it does. You send it over to this side here, you can see that price tap this level here, right? So price most definitely, usually retraces off of this key zone area once it gets there. So we see price hits this level. So most likely we're looking for a retracement, right? But now I go down to the daily. What I tend to do is, remove this box because I'm no longer interested in the box. I do know that price is selling off that area, which we see here. No, price usually comes here, it drops. It comes here, it drops. It comes here, it drops. You know what I'm saying? So if price hits this level from underneath, right? And it drops once, hit the level, drops twice, hits the level, drops three times. This time it didn't really hit it, but it still kind of fell through, so we didn't count that. Okay, right here again, bomb, price came underneath, hit the level, fall down. So one, two, three, four. For four, we know that 4 out of 5 times, right? This is the fifth time. It hasn't say something. 4 out of 5 times, it's going to drop. So most likely I'm going to be looking for sales, right? That's just using your brain to just ask yourself common questions and things that make sense, right? So now we see that price most likely to drop. What I usually do is, I delete this level here, keep this line here, but we can know that price, most likely is reversing off of it. And now I'm just looking for a daily area of interest where I could possibly see sales happening, right? So, bam, cool. This is the daily area of interest. That seems interesting. Price came here. Now it gave me this doji, and this, a double doji at the top, or you can call it as a mini engulfing. So now I'm just looking for a 4 hour shift of structure. I'm looking for a 4 hour. So now I see prices currently, bullish, right? I'm just looking for price to shift bearish, which it does here. So when price shift bearish here, um, price is here. I mean, feel like it went down here. Now it went bullish. What I'm looking for is a shift right here, a pullback. So now price is giving me this pullback. Now I'm looking for another daily area of interest. Is price near another level? Seems like it. Like this seems like a strong level. Um, and it is. It is. This is a respected level. So now I know prices at these areas, which I am interested in taking sales off of. Price already hits that level. But now I'm just looking for, prices at this level. Now here, bomb, quick morning star formation, right? This is the morning star formation bomb, or basically an engulfing that I look for. One of my entry signals stops above that level. And where's the TP? When it comes down to these two time frame sync, you're always going to still target the daily, the daily area levels. So completed. So bomb, this would have been a 3% trade. Even made not 3%, but a 3 RR basically off of this one trade. And yeah, the TP would have been here, but most likely once price hit, hey, this level I got out, or if I missed that, it would have hit, it would have went straight through. But yeah, that's one of the things that we look for. So let's look for some more reversal trades. And you can see the same patterns happen over and over and over. Let's look at some more. Um, get some more examples. I think I did see one AJ. Oh, that's what we were just on. Let's see if I can find some more examples. Yeah, JPY, same thing. Price gave me this value, price to trace them down to this level. Now, do daily, give daily vibes here. Look for a 4 hour, 4 hour shifted here. To the level we're targeting. Um, this daily area of interest. Price targeted, cleared it out. You know what I'm saying? This happens over and over and over. We see the same thing here. Weekly price usually comes here. Price drops. You feel me? So whenever you chance at this level, most likely I see price. Okay, cool. Formation. I know my likely price is gonna drop. Price came here. Now we're getting this, just looking at the daily area of interest. Now we found it, entered here on a 4 hour pullback, and now we target this low here. 4.8. Look at that. That's a clean trade, bro. 1 to 5. You know what I'm saying? Bro, like doing these trades, 1 to 5s, 1 to 3, the 2.5, it's hard to not succeed. Especially you're risking high percentages when it comes down to you just being patient, waiting for the things that make the most sense. Keeping it simple, understand that I trust my intuition at all times, you know what I'm saying? Um, and the trait that I'm indecisive about are most likely they're losers and I just don't take them. You know, I ask myself questions like, based on the weekly and daily, what makes the most sense? What's probably one thing happening over another? What can I physically see happening? Where is price most likely to expand to? Where is price most likely to draw to? And once I get like 4 out of 10 of these trades, bro, I'm good. 4 out of 10%, 4 out of 10. Now I'll be up like 4 or 5%. You know what I'm saying? So same thing, just over and over. Just let's keep trying to look for these trades. AUDUSD gave vibes here. Let's remove all the drawings and let's show you what AUDUSD got going on. Okay, price bullish. We know that price is bullish, Bob, right? I know that price is bullish. And price gave this engulfing. I know that most likely when price goes bullish and it gives an engulfing, most likely price continue in that direction for a little bit, or the only way it's going to change direction is price needs to engulf another time for me to be interested in buying up after that. So I know that price more likely going to continue in that direction. There's strong bearish vibes going on. So more likely I see this, I'm like, okay, cool, price is going to continue downwards. Price gave this retracement. I know that. What can I see happening? Could I see price open here and continue up? Nah, it just doesn't look right. But does this look right? Yeah, it does look like something that happened, right? So bomb. Now what do? Weekly. We look for a level where we see price. The price usually bounce off of the bomb right here. Well respected level. Price is at this level, well respected. Price respects this level countless times. Here, there. Price falls underneath, it falls down, going above, it buys up. So okay, cool. I already know. Okay, cool. I got a good level. Wow. Now, what I do is remove that. I already know this is a good level where price usually falls off of. Now I'm looking at the daily. Okay, cool. Daily, what are you giving me now, daily? The weekly, I don't need to look at the weekly. Weekly is only price if I'm taking a trade that's aligned with like weekly, daily, you know what I'm saying? Like with the trend, then I'll look at the weekly, area of interest kind of. But once I'm like just looking at reversals, I just need the weekly area of interest, just like see that there's a level that I can bounce off of potentially. And now I'm just looking at the daily areas of interest in 4 hours. So bottom price came here, blow it up. So now give me this right here. Is this not a good interest area of interest? Bomb. Price came here, tap into the level, bomb. So now we're on for sells. Now let's just see. Okay, price now hit this level when bearish. Bomb. Now when price goes bearish, we're looking for a retracement from wherever. We don't know where price is going to shift, but all we know is that, price came here, gave this engulfing. Now, cool. Is this an area of interest? Oh, damn. This is a nice area of interest. Bomb. Respect it. Wow. Okay, cool. Bomb. That's a good area of interest. This whole area is a good area of interest. You know what I'm saying? Like all this. I could come here and say this is a good area of interest too as well. You know what I'm saying? This whole area is just full of good area of interests. So now 4 hour came here, tap this area. So when 4 hour tap this area, now I'm just looking for some type of like bomb, engulfing. Fell. Simple. Now what are we targeting? Daily interest, area of interest. Bomb. Bomb. One to what? 6? One to almost 6. One to almost 6. Just keeping it simple. KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. So keeping it very simple is all that you really need to execute this trade. So all you know is we're looking for where price most likely is to go based on the weekly. He gave us that price move like he continued down to this side. And then now we see that, what can we see happening? Price gave this, and also, can I see this happening? Yeah, I could see this happening. And I always do this. I change the color. I'll just put like, let's just say up it, put it red. Does this not look like something you can see happening? Does that not look? Let's just, you know, look at this. Like, does this not look like, you know what I'm saying? Like something you see happening, right? This looks like the candle formations that we'll be interested in, right? This looks like a candle. Bomb. I could see that happening. So once I do that, I click it. I say I can see this happening. I keep price like that. You know, bomb. DP hit. We're good. The risk about, you risk like 20, 15%. You doubled your account. You literally doubled your account in one trade. You know what I'm saying? So imagine having like a 100K account, risking 20,000. 100K account, you're 20,000 times 5.7, 1.78, 115,000. Double the account. No one trade. So, bro, you just gotta just continue, just keeping it simple, bro. It's literally it. Keep it simple. Simple strategy. Easy. Trading for dummies, bro. Remember, remember KISS. You keep it simple, stupid, and you will succeed.